team. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the New York Jets. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, South, 39.
Here's McCaffrey. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the Jets sweep, this is Bryant. Room here to run. 20. That one goes for 30 yards. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Ready, 25.
Go, go, go.
Got it, 39. Hey, check right.
Ryan. Dallas Goedert there to make the grab. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland.
Next to score, Raiders 7, Jets nothing. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Come on, set. 18 Gators. Watch the pass. Snap.
On 1st and 10, Green. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
Watch the slant.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 5.
On 1st down, Green. He gets this one to Johnson. A good pickup of 6 there on 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. 51, Mike. Mike 51.
Now Green, operating from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
20. Hey, bye-bye.
To throw again. Ryan. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
280. Jet flight 39. Get him, get him, get him.
Throwing again, Ryan. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Second and goal from inside the 5.
They're running it.
To throw again is Ryan. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal. Ryan will throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, first and 10. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. The tackle there by Brian Poole.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
64, weak.
Second and 6. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
6-6, pull it high.
Kill. Turn it up.
Bravo. Check. What? Squeeze.
Throwing on first down. Green. And he slings one that's incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Second and 10. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Switch.
To throw is Green. To throw on third down. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
I got you, son.
On second down, this is Madison. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Rap. Shit.
Topper.
Go back. We got motion. Back up.
Spike.
Looking to throw. Green. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Zach Pascal there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey, but it's going to be second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, 59, ready.
Throwing again. Ryan. And that's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So now third and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Space, space. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey,
again, Ryan. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, express, express. Give me that ball. 21.
To throw again, Ryan. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
Back 25.
Watch 55. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Get up.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
There we go.
Christian McCaffrey taking it in. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little.
They've got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Madison. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
We got this.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty. But it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Protein spill. Get it.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant.
That's trash.
Head up.
Drain down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of the field. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Trent Taylor, 30 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Ready, 280. 11.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Got it.
Here's Ryan. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
First down, Raiders.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
21.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. All that and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Got it. 25. Got it.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Got it.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line.
5 yards. First down, Raiders.
Ryan now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10.
51.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
I'm going back to you.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Ryan. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Let's go. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Complete. Richardson has it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Push him back.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The sack by Marcus Hunt.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Ryan. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 13 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Now Gold for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds. It's all the way down at the 30. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready? 18 Gator. Bristol travel. Shoot.
They'll run with Madison. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Trent Taylor there, but now it's third down.
Third down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Ready, ready.
Green from the gun, he'll throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Trent Taylor in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Back to throw. Green. That's into the hands of Pascal. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Matchbox lights.
SOS.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Ready,
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
It's our time.
Pilot 64, weak. Get.
They'll try to run with Madison. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken the lead. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And that's complete to McCaffrey. Fancy footwork at the 45. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
54, go!
From the gun, Ryan. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now Ryan. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
5.
Right here, guys.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
8, read.
All day, every day, any day.
And here's Green on 3rd and 2. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taking it about the 16. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Ready. White 25. Wait. You.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And now running right through it. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? From the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now.
Going on the ground with Madison. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Go, 30 base. Hey, high 7. Ready.
To throw is Green on third down. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down.
Come on, set.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it with Madison, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
General West.
Jim.
Another carry now for Madison. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one is right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready. 5:25.
Gotta do better.
Hey, 59, ready.
Come on.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready, blue 80. Right 25.
That's what I do.
From the gun, Ryan. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Raiders.
Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They go play action with Ryan. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Ryan will throw again. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And it's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a give to Madison. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And not much running room. Down to the 32. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Check, go. Big grip.
Drain now. Operating from the gun. And he's got him in. Corey Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Going to run with Madison again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Protein spill. Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Alexander Madison, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check 55 to Mike.
Ryan to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, that answers the question in my head. They're going to go for the win right now.
I think you're absolutely right. They're not content with going to OT.
Ready, blue 80, blue 80.
We want this.
Ready to go.
Here's Ryan. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Ready, blue 80.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Now Ryan. Man open, it's Goodwin. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
You ain't going nowhere. Watch twitch. Watch the twitch. Shit.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
First down, Raiders.
So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this is good. Robbie Gould knocks it through in a pressure spot. And it's pandemonium in the black hole as the silver and black have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Raiders, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.